Hello Libra, it's your turn for your love reading for the month of July 2019. Hope you are well. Let's get into the reading. Alright, this is what you're going through within the relationship. Knight of Pentacles in reverse, what they're going through, whoever you're thinking of, whether you're in a relationship or out of a relationship or looking for new love. Do the best you can to interpret the way, and then what you're going through internally within the relationship and what they're going through. Alright, so you could be dealing with a Scorpio, or it's just the energy. Alright, Libra, I feel like you gave a lot in a situation. You gave your heart, you gave your all with the King of Pentacles, but I feel like currently, there's no giving to the situation for whatever that looks like. You have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, so I feel like you're in a transition period. New phase has come in, possibly new love, or you're transitioning into a new cycle, or they are. Sorry, I was thinking about you, but yeah, they're going through a new cycle, new phase in their life, new changes when it comes to this relationship. So you possibly could have had an ending of something. Also, like I said, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, or you have this in your placement, or just energy. So I feel like what you're going through within the side of the relationship, you're going through transformation period. You've given a lot to the situation. They have the Three of Cups in reverse, so they're not giving to the relationship anymore, I'm feeling, because Three of Cups, that's celebration, friendship. So maybe they poured in enough of the relationship. There could have been issues when it came to giving and receiving, but I feel like there's no go on this relationship. Now, other cards after that to get more in depth into the relationship. Page of Cups in reverse, Judgment call, or Judgment card, 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Pentacles in reverse, Page of Pentacles in reverse, the World card in reverse, 10 of Swords, Page of Wands. So yeah, you could be dealing with a Scorpio, or you have that placement or the energy. So there's a lot of transformation going on. I feel like Page of Cups, I'm feeling like there's no giving and receiving in this relationship. So there could be some imbalances when it comes to the relationship. Also, I feel like with the Judgment card, you or another person made a judgment call. Maybe on this Pisces, possibly. Maybe someone within the relationship. And then 10 of Pentacles, I feel like, there was no value. Maybe for some time you valued everything in the relationship. Maybe you didn't value yourself when it comes to love, when it comes to, fully giving to yourself within the relationship, because I feel like you put in a lot of work and a lot of effort. So it'd also be that you could be dealing with the Pisces as well, but I don't really feel like that's just the energy. So I feel like there's no clarity yet on the situation, but I feel like you put a lot of effort in the relationship. So yeah, you were waiting for some time, I feel like, on things to get, more stable, more to your liking, but for whatever reason, there was no offers being given. There was no love commitments being given. And the World card, things weren't going anywhere, I feel like. So I feel like with this new cycle for this other person, they're changing the dynamic for themselves, and they're pretty much, not giving to the relationship. Now, 10 of Swords in reverse, this could be something recently or in the past that you've had to deal with for some time when it comes to this relationship, or whatever you're dealing with in your situation. You lost a lot of things, a lot of betrayal I'm feeling from this card, a lot of defeat, but for whatever reason things weren't moving forward. I feel like you want new beginning in this relationship, but there's been betrayal to even start that new beginning. An 8 of Pentacles. So yeah, you put a lot of work in this relationship, or the other person has. Both of you have to some degree, I feel like. But for whatever the reason, you know, your works and your efforts aren't being, you know, making this new beginning. And therefore, you know, things weren't changing in your circumstances. And you were feeling like you were giving maybe most of the relationship, of the situation you were in. So a lot of this is past tense. So I feel like you were working on something that wasn't producing any love, any value within the relationship. So I feel like recently you experienced a judgment call. Someone brought things to light, things to know that your love was not being given fully, because other people were giving to other people, I feel like, because they have a 3 of. So they decided to give more to other people, and therefore this death happened within you, where you became, you know, more. Maybe it was a codependent situation where you had to give more to this other person. But I feel like, honestly, with the Death card right here and the Knight of Pentacles, it's a time to reflect on, you know, truly where is your value being invested. And I feel like you invested a lot in this relationship. But also, too, with this Judgment card, I just feel like you or another person had an awakening, and it brought to light a lot of things concerning this relationship, especially when it comes to love, and how you offered yourself into this relationship. So I think things are closing out in this relationship. It's just you're having to reflect on what's recently happened and the things that went wrong, especially with this Death card. Anyways, I hope that resonates with one of you. Bye-bye.